Alright, welcome back to Tuesdays with Puddnhead, everybody. I'm glad to join you again. It has been a couple of weeks since I've been able to play. Octagon was giving me some trouble. Finally decided to buckle down and get it fixed, and I did. So, I am playing against Littlenog today. Littlenog has stolen my purple action markers, so he will be playing the wizard in the bottom right. And I am playing the Forcemaster in the upper left. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've seen a whole lot of Forcemasters recently. And I've had a whole lot of people ask me about Forcemasters. And I'm going to hopefully illuminate some minds on how I play the Forcemaster, what I think is the best thing to do with the Forcemaster. And hopefully you guys will all learn a whole bunch of stuff. And I won't be an idiot. Alright. So I chose to go first, not knowing that it was a wizard, and I'm glad I did, because you always want to go first against a wizard, just in case they play a gate, and you always want to use your first quick cast against a wizard if you go first, in case they play a gate. Littlenog has not been on the show before, so I'm super glad that he's here. And we will see how this game turns out. My first quick cast is going to be a mana crystal. We'll see if he plays gate. We'll see if he plays a big creature. There's a lot of things you can do with the wizard. Yeah, he plays a gate. Nice. He's going to play an aggressive gate too. Double nice. Alright, you're going to use your quick cast. Alright, I have a feeling that I'm going to be dealing with a lot of gremlins here. And the question is, let's see, I can safely play my mana crystal this turn. Alright, I guess he's just gonna... No, it's his action, and he's gonna harmonize the gate, so that's fine. I'm just gonna play all what I'm gonna play anyway. He wants to get a creature out first turn. I think Littlenog is still doing the octagon thing. Make sure that he remembers to get a mana because I cast a spell. There we go. Yeah, only one. I cast. The reason I did that crystal first is because of this very situation. So he's got a harmonized gate. Alright, we'll see what we do with that next round. Alright, we're in deploy. It is his action. What happened to his action marker? No deploy from the gate. Interesting. Alright, that's cool. See if he quick casts. No quick cast. Alright, I'm not going to quick cast either. I have prepared Redistributed Power and Necropian Vampirist this turn. This is a more slow build Forcemaster. I'm going to control the battlefield, hopefully. It might be tough against a spawn point. We'll see how it goes. If he only uses the spawn point once every couple of turns, I could be in pretty good shape. But we'll see what he gets out with that. Alright, he's done with his action, I think. Yep. He's still new to using the phases, I believe. Alright, so we are going to use our action to play Vampirus. He should get a mana for that. I'm done. Here he gets his mana. Is he gonna final quick cast? And another mana crystal. So he is playing Economy Mage. Alright, I think the time has come to rip him asunder. So I am going to redistributed power my Vampirus. And I'm going to spend 2 actions closing next turn, I think. And he's got to keep advancing the phases, and we will get to deploy eventually. See you then. Alright, we are on our way through the planning phase here. I've prepared another redistributed power for my Forcemaster and a Force Golem this turn. I'm expecting a Gremlin or a Jelly off of this gate this turn. So my plan is to double run with the Vampirus and actually double run with the Forcemaster and drop the Golem. Next turn I want to be able to just wreck whatever it is that comes out of that gate this turn. And if nothing comes out of that gate, he's going to be in big trouble. So that's my plan. We'll see what comes off. A Jelly. Alright, it's a Jelly. That makes a lot of sense here. Okay. Aegis 2 is going to help against that. Man, just a lot of dice. So we'll see how this goes. First quick cast. I'm not going to quick anything. Creature action. Now I know that Littlenog is adept at running a druid. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to only move 1. And then I'm going to cast an enchantment on myself, and he doesn't know what it is. Could be a nullify for all he knows. This is looking very much like a death pit zone here. So yep, he got his mana. Now we'll see what the wizard does. It's going to move. And enchant. Okay. Rhino hide, probably. Rhino hide or Hawkeye, I would imagine. It's usually what wizards put on themselves. But I guess we'll see. I'm going to double move with the Vampirus. Be done with creature actions. And I have first quick cast. That's unfortunate. I think that I am going to cast the Force Golem. And if I can get a stagger off on this jelly, that'll be useful. Elemental Wand, okay. Okay. Wonder if he's going to do a stun trick with that. Arc Lightning would be good against the Forcemaster because it has unavoidable. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Alright, we are in deploy. The next round, I've chosen Sanic Scarab and Symbiotic Orb. I'm hopefully going to block everything that jelly tries to do. We'll see if I get the chance. I'm guessing a Gremlin, or... I mean, if he does another jelly, then he's only going to have 4 mana left, which is just enough for an Arc Lightning. Or, yeah, Arc Lightning, I think, is 4. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't deploy this turn. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, another jelly. Wow. Okay, so at this point, I need to separate the jellies and kill them. We'll see how this works. Let him know that he should have his quick. Alright, he is not going to quick cast. I am also not going to quick cast. So we'll see how this goes. He's probably going to pass. We'll see. If it were me, I would pass if I were him. If that's okay, I kind of want him to pass, because I need to set up my defense against his jelly. And he's going to run away. Totally makes sense. He does not want to get pulled in to the zone with the vampire. Move and guard. Okay. I think he's expecting me to go in there and attack a jelly, but I'm totally not going to do that. I'm going to move in here, and I'm going to cast... Let's see, the jelly is slow. I wouldn't put it past him to have a teleport or a lesser teleport right about now. I do have deflect. Question is, I think I can afford the mana this turn, but I want the dice too. I'm going to cast a Psionic Cobra. And we'll see if I need to pull anything in, or if I can orb this turn. I'm going to have to trust in deflect, unfortunately. So that's me. And we'll see what he does. If it were me, I would pass, probably. Okay, he's passing. Alright. Now the funny thing is, I could totally pull the wizard up and hit him with the vampirist this turn. And that might be a really good idea. He has no armor on. It could also be a trap, because the more creatures he gets out, the less likely I am to win, unless I've done a ton of damage to him. I think I'm gonna stick with the plan of I'm gonna force pull. So force pull him up. And then I'm going to come in here with this guy and attack. Hopefully get some crits. It's populating the dice right now, so it's going to take a little while for the first roll. No crits. Well, I'm going to remove a dissipate anyway to place a stagger on it. Yep, he moves his jelly up there. That's kind of what I expected. Then we are going to do this. Hold on, let's do this. We'll hit it with 7 dice, and we could kill it in one shot, but it's very unlikely. 3 crits. Not rolling too well right now. It's alright. That's why you run jellies, because they can heal themselves. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's dispelling that. Alright, he's going to play by tournament rules, so I better be on top of my game here. And we will see you at the end of the round. Or, it's the end of the round. We'll see you at the beginning of the next one. Alright, we are done with the planning phase. On to the next round here, hopefully. I have prepared Pillar of Righteous Flame and Symbiotic Orb. Pillar of Righteous Flame will get 6 dice against his jellies, which is really nice. They are not burn proof, which is very important. And Symbiotic Orb will also allow me to block an attack entirely. So that is my first plan of action. Alright, he's not going to deploy from the gate this turn, which is good for me, I think. Unless, of course, he manages to destroy my creatures this turn, which would suck. Let's see. I am not going to quick cast, I don't think. he might get rid of that redistributed power, which is fine. Seeking Dispel. Alright, that's cool. He got rid of this one instead. Which means I'm free to use the Snake Dissipates on my Symbiotic Orb. Alright, creature actions. I'm going to play Pillar of Righteous Flame. And we are going to attack this one with Holy Fire. 3 critical damage again. That's nice. And then I'm going to cast Symbiotic Orb. Give it a ready marker. I blocked it with Symbiotic Orb. I just don't want the one that is actually healthy, or the one that's hurt damage to heal. I will let the full one do some damage. I'm going to actually try and kill off. Let's see here. I need 3 damage. I don't want to stagger this guy yet. Let's see. I could guard with this guy. He has Aegis 2. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to guard with him. That way my Vampirist doesn't take a hit. And when I get the counter strike, then I can stagger the other one. This, of course, he chooses not to attack, which would be kind of silly because the jelly. All right, jelly's gonna guard. It's totally fine. Gonna attack it with my little dude. No damage, which is fine. He's gonna kill this thing. Cobra if he just... no. Ooh, Poison Gas Cloud, nice. So, wait, what just happened? I'm trying to figure this out. Trying to figure out what happened here. because he's seeking to dispel my redistributed power, and then he moved and poison cast. Right? I'll just get rid of that for him. Alright, so the question is, do I leave my Vampirus in here, or do I go put some hurt on the wizard? He's going to have initiative next turn. Only my Vampirus and my Forcemaster are going to take damage during the upkeep. I think what I want to do is just stay here and kill the creatures. So I'm going to stay here. It might not be the right thing to do. I do have a 66% chance to kill this guy. And we got it. Sweet. So now we're free to use our Pillar of Righteous Flame on the jelly. I'm also going to pull the wizard into this zone, I think, if I have a chance. We'll see. So that concludes the entire round's actions, and we'll see you guys next round. Alright, we are done with the planning phase, into the play phase. We'll see what comes off of his gate right now. I've prepared Invisible Stalker and Force Push this turn. I am expecting him to move away from the pillar the first opportunity that he gets. I'm going to attempt to force push him in. I know that I could force pull him in, but I also am interested in the what this enchantment is. I think it's Rhino Hide. It might also be Hawkeye. It also could be a Nullify. So I'm not sure. I didn't mention this, but during the upkeep, the Pillar of Righteous Flame did 6 damage to the jelly, which is insanely good for me. So we'll see if he does a quick cast here. If he doesn't do a quick cast, I think I might just force pull him in. And then see what happens. He's probably going to leave at the first opportunity that he gets. And if he does, then I'll use a force push on him to try and get him back in and maybe get 2 hits off with the Pillar of Righteous Flame. And then put him into the gas cloud with the rest of us so he can take damage from that too. Okay, so he's not going to do it. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Pull you in, buddy. Come on and join us. And we're going to attack with Holy Fire. Oh, we got the burn. I like it. Alright. I'm done with first quick cast. Now let's see what he does. Now, because he's a living creature, he's hindered in here, I believe. Yeah, hindered. It may not take 1-on-1. Alright, he's getting rid of the orb. That's cool. I still have a guard, so I'm good with that. And he's got to take an action. He can still heal off of it. It's corporeal. He might choose to leave at this point, which is good for me, because then I'll leave with my Vampirus and attack him again. nice. Ooh, I wonder what that is. We should probably... Oh, turn to stone. Nice. Alright. Wow. Upkeep 4. Dang. Incapacitated. Alright. Interesting. This is an interesting book. I wonder if he's going to keep attacking the Vampirus with a jelly, because the jelly can heal off of it and will get rid of all the armor eventually. That's an interesting idea. Let's see. I still have the guard though, and I think I'm going to keep the guard. I'm going to activate this one, and then I'm going to force push and see if he's got a nullify. Yeah, it's nullify. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he didn't have 2 mana to reveal it. All right, up in here, please. And you're gonna get attacked again by the Pillar of Righteous Flame. Oh god, the damage, it's so massive. And he has 2 burns on him now. Alright, I'm done. And he's going to take that 2 damage during the upkeep. Turn to stone plus poison gas cloud. That is an interesting idea. No wonder he needed 12 channeling. And he's going to guard with the ooze. Alright. Let's go. I am going to lose this creature anyway, so I think I'm going to try and kill this guy off. I got 2 critical damage, so he's not dead yet. But he can't counter-strike because it's a full action melee attack, so he doesn't get his healing this turn. And then we just use that. And we're done with the round, the actions of the round. Alright, we're done with the planning phase. During the upkeep, my Force Golem dissipated, just like we knew it would happen. And my the Pillar of Righteous Flame killed off the 1 health remaining jelly, and the wizard burned for 4 damage and took acid or the cloud damage. So that was massive. It almost doubled his damage. This turn, my plan is to dispel the turn to stone and force crush him. So I'm going to spend my quick, and I'm going to cast and reveal Force Crush. And we'll see what he does. Hopefully, I mean, if he doesn't have a Dispel or a Teleport this turn, then he's going to take 2 from the Force Crush, 2 from the Poison Gas, and 4 dice from the Pillar of Righteous Flame. And that is going to be awesome. Might finally see what's on that wand. Arcane Zap. It's only 3 dice. He could have a bigger spell. Nah, I won't roll defense. 1 damage. That's cool. 1 damage is fine. Alright, so that's your quick. Also, you gotta get rid of this. And then it's creature actions. All right, so let's see here. I need to go, so I'm gonna move up here, and I'm going to cast Dispel for 6. So now my Vampirist can move again, which is nice. He could theoretically yeah, he could totally hand mana on gate. He could theoretically turn to stone again if he was ready for that. And I'm done with my action. Teleport, Dispel. Even if it's a Dispel, he has to stay here for a round, which is awesome. Ooh. Surging Wave? Or is this another turn to stone? Jetstream. Nice. 2 damage and a push. Alright, cool. I think we're going to brave it. I think we're going to go in there and attack because he has no defenses on right now. And I will heal at least the 2 that I would take, probably. Alright. We're going to come in here. And we're going to attack. Oh, big Vampirus, you need it. Oh, snap. 9 damage and we heal 5. That is amazing. Amazing. This could be curtains. Three crit. That's about average. That's good. Get them crits. Ooh, I got a daze too. That could be really useful. I guess we'll see. That is all of the actions, so end of the round. Alright, I'm done with the planning phase. We're in the deploy. We'll see if he deploys anything. During the upkeep, he took the crush damage and the poison gas cloud damage and the pillar damage, and that was another 8 from 22 to 30, but all the burns fell off. So he is hanging on by the skin of his teeth. I have prepared Mind's Eye and Telekinetic Bolt so that he can't go anywhere to evade my next shot. Right now he has to get rid of Force Crush, and I'm assuming he's going to teleport himself out of there. It's totally... I wouldn't deploy anything if I were him. Yep. He's got to dispel the Force Crush and either heal himself or teleport out of there. If he heals himself, yeah, he's gonna minor heal. Okay, that works. We'll see what he does. 5 dice manual. Ooh, only 2. Oh, that sucks for him. That's his first quick cast. Alright, my first quick cast is gonna be Telekinetic Bolt, I think. We'll see if we just win here. And we do. We got it. All right. Telekinetic Bolt won us today. Actually, Pillar of Righteous Flame won us that game. That is a very strong card, especially if they're fighting non-living against you. The reason I have Pillar of Righteous Flame in here, A, because it's good, but B, because my Vampirus is not as good against non-living, right? So I compensate for that by having Pillar of Righteous Flame to deal with the non-living so that I can focus her attention on the mage and keep her healed up. I just want to stress that I tried extremely hard to never be in the zone with the gate. You want to separate out the creatures, kill them one at a time, focus fire, and defend just enough that you aren't taking extra damage. Now, I would have liked to have closed earlier or later than that. I would have liked to set up a little bit more, get my Stalker out, get my Vampirus out, get some defenses on my mage. But it quickly became apparent that we were going to have to win the creature game, and we were going to have to win it fast, so that we didn't get overwhelmed by jellies. One of the great things about jellies is they can be moved and they're slow. So I had a lot of advantage in dealing with the jellies in this particular game. The Poison Gas Cloud was a really awesome idea, but 2 of the 4 creatures I had in the zone were non-living and they were not affected by it. And my Forcemaster didn't really care all that much. I was a little concerned that it was going to be a swarm game, that he was just going to crank out gremlins every turn, and then I would have had to deal with stuff a lot more differently. I would have had to get a Surging Wave Spore, or I would have had to get a Sleep Spore out or something like that. When I saw the jelly, I knew that I just needed a lot of dice. I need a lot of dice, which is why I picked the Force Golem, because it has the highest dice of the quick cast creatures. I could have picked the Scarab to get that critical damage in there, but I never felt like I had the time for that. So anyway, great game, Littlenog, excuse me. Nice to see somebody from Carolina on the Octagons these days. Hope to fight you again sometime. That heal at the end really sucked for him, but at the same time I still had a 7 dice Vampirus to attack with, so I don't know if he would have gotten away from that, if he had a teleport or whatever. I guess we could peek at that and see. So let's see, what's this? Yeah, he had a teleport, so he was going to move 2 zones away. At that point I would have just left with the Vampirus probably, and then his jelly would have done nothing that turn. I probably would have also moved and cast Mind's Eye with the Forcemaster, and then I would have had initiative next turn and made sure that my Vampirist was in the same zone as the wizard and could get some damage in. And I had more attack spells, of course, because you need to have more attack spells. Anyway, so to all the people who are wondering how to play a Forcemaster or how to beat a Forcemaster, I really encourage you to play it, try it. The thing that I wanted to stress about this game is the positional game is your game as the Forcemaster. You put things where you want them to be, and you don't let things attack that you don't want to attack, and you make it so that your creatures can attack when you need them to. The reason it was okay for me to put the Force Golem over here in this zone as a quick cast is because I knew that I could force pull anything that was down in the gate up into this zone here, and then I could go in and attack with it. You have to be aware of how powerful force pull is. It's amazingly good, and so few people use it. So few people have it central to their strategy. You notice during the course of that game, I never had mana problems because I was playing the positional game. There were a couple of turns when I prepped Invisible Stalker just so that I could spend all my mana in case something went wrong and have more dice on the field. Several times I wondered whether or not I should steal equipment his wand, but he never actually used it. So I didn't know what was on it. I guess we can peek at it right now. Lightning Bolt. Okay, he didn't really have the mana to use that. That would have been powerful against him. Could have gotten 5 dice and a day's stun chance, which would have been cool. And one of the major reasons I didn't use Deflect on his Arcane Zap is because I knew it was probably the lowest amount of dice that I could take that turn. So I just let it through. I mean, the maximum damage I would have taken was 6, which would have sucked, but, you know, not that bad. So yeah, please feel free to leave comments or questions about why I did what I did, or what you would like to see in the future. I was going to take this book to Winter War, and I think it would have done pretty well there, but of course we'll never know. And that's why I hadn't showcased it yet on the Tuesdays. But anyway, that's the book. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys learned something from it. I would almost go as far to say as Pillar of Righteous Flame should be in every Forcemaster book, just because you have so many ways to move things around. I mean, I have Force Pull as a spell built into the character, but I also take 3 Force Pushes because they're in school and they're just so dang useful. I have a Force Wave in case I need to swarm, push a swarm into the pillar, or in case I need to get everything away from me for a round. I might be replacing Force Wave with something else in the future. We'll see. Normally with this book, what I like to do is sit back for a few turns and kind of figure out what the opponent is doing and how I can best counter that. Just play a Spore on turn 3 or so with what I need. Yeah. So, yeah. I got nothing else to say. Actually, I have a lot else to say. I just don't know what order to say it in. So, hit me up on the forums. Leave a comment. Happy to answer questions. Happy to help people become better at Mage Wars. I'm not the best, obviously, but I've learned a few things. Take care, everybody.